Hi guys, it's Mina, and I want to thank all of you because I have 1K subscribers and I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you for following me, thank you for sticking around, and I'm going to send you all the luck and love your way and keep on sending it back to me. I will keep sending it back to you. That's how it works. So today we're going to talk about the rising sign, which I'm really excited about, and we're going to start with Aries rising. Our rising sign really is our survival energy, our flight or fight mode in our cortex, in our brain, frontal cortex. And it's really how we behave on a daily basis, how we make decisions, how we see the world, how we obtain what we want, how we just move around in life. It's so innate. It's like the moon. The moon is our emotional center that we really can't change. It's just our basic emotional needs we were born with. Our rising sign is literally our survival energy that we go about every day. We can't change that, but we can develop that, and we will discuss that concept. My friend Denise at Portal Astrology likes to call the rising sign our spacesuit because it's a protective energy, because it helps us survive. And if you take the spacesuit off in space, you die. And that's how it can feel, like our rising signs holding us together, keeping us safe, and helping us navigate this crazy life. So we're going to talk about Aries rising, how they see the world, and how you can refine your rising sign, how you can develop it. We'll end off on some fun love tips. So if that sounds like something you like, stick around. All right, you guys, Aries rising sees the world as a battlefield because we're ruled by Mars. We're cardinal fire, very passionate, but it's often like a burst of energy. So it's like a firework. It bursts into the sky, beautiful, beautiful colors, and then it just disappears. We have bursts of energy. And Aries rising people, I'm an Aries rising, often have bursts of passion, and you don't think about it because we're very aggressive people. We're ruled by Mars. We're like hunters, and if we want something, we don't think about the consequences. We don't think about anything. We just go and get it. We're very passionate because of being ruled by Mars, and Mars is like our aggressive energy, our energy that we use to complete actions, and our physical energy. So we're very physical people, very imposing people. If we want something, we get it. Just like the ram. The ram is our mascot, and it just bangs its head into the mountain, poor thing, and just keeps on doing it until it gets tired, and then it will go at it again, and it's expecting the mountain to just burst into pebbles. It's really an impossible task, but we don't care about possible, impossible, because if we want something, we're just going to be persistent until we win, because we like to be winners. We see the world as winners and losers, and we don't want to be in the loser category. So it's really important that we win in this battlefield, and we're really not suited for Libran society, which I do consider our current society very Libran, because you're supposed to be fair and diplomatic and pleasing to people, and Aries rising people are just concerned with authenticity. Just going with what they want keeps us safe, basically, and makes us happy, makes us feel like we're in control. We don't like to be inauthentic, and this can really hurt us in life because people don't want to hear that. And Aries rising can often feel just very alienated from this Libran society, because Libran society says you should have a filter, you should think before you act. And we have no filter. We just go with what we want because we're all about Mars. We're not very fair people. We will get our hands dirty because we're fighters. That often has very select places in society. Like, we make great firefighters. We can make great MMA fighters, like stuff like that that requires aggressive energy. But, you know, our energy is good because clearly, if we want something, we're just going to keep going at it until we get it. So we're very driven in that way. Energy-wise, we're driven. Not from forethought, just energy-wise. We are great at that. And so the way that we can kind of polish ourselves, you guys, because we're so raw, we're so passionate, we just like, oh, we're out there, and we just don't care what people think. We don't care about society. We just want to be ourselves. We want to get what we want, and we don't care whose feelings it hurts. But in order to polish that and to survive in this world, it is really, really beneficial that we incorporate elements of our descendant, and our descendant is Libra, which is all about where we live now. It's our society to be fair, Venus to be thinking, and thinking like a team player. Libra is good at getting what they want by making everyone feel like winners and making other people want to do things for them, attracting people by just being the beautiful, pleasing flower, basically. The bees will come to it. And we can often learn from Libra by just slowing down a little bit. Not our bodies, like we can still be physical people because an Aries rising is very physical. We can still be determined. We can still be persistent. But it's really good before we open our mouths and before we act that we really slow our minds down and really just train ourselves to think of the consequences and to try to get what we want in a fair way, to find that gray area, to maybe not feel like we're lying, but to feel like we're still fitting in with society. So, for instance, if someone's like, do I look fat in this dress? Maybe you could just say, you look great. That's not technically denying that the person might look fat in the dress, but it's also not crushing their feelings by saying, yeah, you do look fat in that dress. So it's really good that we find those gray areas as an Aries rising where we can be winners because we love to win, remember? So it's really important that we incorporate those Libran traits into ourselves so we can win and learn to be a little bit fair. So if we want people to accept us for who we actually are, we have to train ourselves to be fair and accept others, no matter if we don't like it and we're just like, oh, I'm bursting with energy and I have to say I don't like it. Like, we have to learn how to be fair and compromise in that way, and I think we can do it, guys. I know I've been working really hard on that, but I have Venus there helping me in my first house, so let me know if you have a first house Aries Venus. I would love to hear your experience. But anyway, in terms of partnerships, because the descendant is often what we seek in partnerships, and I think that we have a Libra descendant because we need people to be fair to us in a romantic relationship. We need people to let us be ourselves and to not judge us for what we say like society does, because yeah, we do feel alienated when we're just total Aries in society and people are just not making us win. They're making us lose because they are just not accepting our behavior. And so we really need someone to be accepting of our aggressive energy and to be accepting of us just being very, very passionate people who, you know, Aries rising people are so passionate that we are like fighters, and we do fight a lot with people we love, and we need people to be okay with that fighting spirit of ours and to just let us work it out, because the Mars energy has to go somewhere, and this is our basic behaviors. So yeah, if you don't like fighting, don't get with an Aries rising. And hey, it's not all bad because we are physical people. Use your imagination. So yeah, we're often drawn to beautiful prizes, beautiful people, beautiful artists, and people that embody Venus, because I just think of Venus like and Libra like the trophy, and Aries likes to win, so we like to get those trophies, and those people we love, those trophies that we get, we want them to see us as a trophy, as number one too. So it's like a reciprocal energy, which is so interesting because yeah, our descendant's Libra and compromise is here. So we like it when people are very proud of our determination and our fighting nature, and really are accepting of us hunting them and allow it to happen, because a lot of people, a lot of astrologers don't mention this, but Aries rising hunts people, but we also like people to hunt us back. We like people to be reciprocating with this, reciprocal, because if you're not reciprocal to us, we'll just go off to the next conquest. We're not going to fight forever because we're cardinal and we burn out. So if you like an Aries rising and they're hunting you, don't take it for granted. If you like it, act on it. So yeah, who like fighters, who like our determination, who like high energy people, that's who we need in our life. People to appreciate us, make us feel like a prize, and we want our partners to feel like prizes that we won. So, and that helps us recharge. And this has to do with polishing ourselves too. It's really important because we're so physical that we get around people who we love their energy, that their energy just recharges us. But we should never rely on their energy. We need to learn how to recharge ourselves ultimately. And I feel like with the descendant in Libra, we can recharge ourselves with music. So if like you're tired of working out, we really need to work out as Aries risings, because exercise is so important for Mars people. Like maybe play a high energy song that just pumps you up and just gets you in the mood, because Libra is like, you know, music and beautiful things. Surround yourself with things that energize you when you can't get that out of a person, because we burn out and we need to get back on track because we don't do well with not moving. We're mobile people. That's how we navigate the world. That's how we look at the world. we're mobile and we can't stop that. So yeah, like we need to learn how to charge ourselves. We need to know how to slow down like Libra and to be patient, to think before we act, because we don't naturally do that, and our lives will be much more pleasant and easier. So yeah, you guys, love tips. If you are an Aries rising, I know it's important that you feel like number one. So if you love an Aries rising, make them feel like number one. Never make them feel like number two. They're going to be very unhappy and they're going to leave. It reminds me of the Britney Spears song, Circus, don't like the back seat, gotta be first. Never make them feel less than first. Now, we'll fight to get back up to first, but it hurts us. I'm just being honest. We have feelings too. So yeah, it's really important that you make your Aries rising feel very important and very much like a warrior, like a gold medal Olympian. Like, make us feel like that and we will love you forever. And it's really important that you keep the spark alive with us. So we're very, very passionate people. So if we are keeping the spark on our end, you definitely need to answer that back with more spark, because we burn out, but we need the passion, we need the sparks to stay alive. It's like we're high energy, high maintenance rising sign, because we need to always feel that spark. It's kind of like we always need the honeymoon phase to be there in the background of a relationship, and the way you can do that is just by always keeping that spark alive in the little daily things in life, and going with Mars, going with your passions, allowing that element to be present with you and your Aries rising, recharging each other in that way. You definitely need to be someone that's willing to recharge an Aries rising, and that will keep us very interested, and it makes us feel like we want to keep fighting for you. And that's how you know you're important to us, when we keep fighting for you. And when we stop fighting, that's when you need to worry. And if you love an Aries rising, that's when you start fighting, because you will always get us back with that, because it's just all about passion with us. Alright, you guys, I really loved making this video. Tell me what you think about it. Are you an Aries rising? Did what I say resonate with you? Let me know in the comments as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!